The week, 19th of January 2023, as Bhutan and China discuss their border, Indian fears increase. China is at war with the Indian subcontinent in full force. This war staged the Doklam crisis to demonstrate that India could not defend Bhutan, compelling Bhutan to negotiate with the hegemonic Chinese. The current visit to Bhutan by India's Foreign Secretary Vinay Mohan Kwatra, which takes place from January 18 to 20, highlights not only Indian fear and worry but also expresses apprehension over the agreement reached against a dominant China. The visit, which was already planned because Kwatra will also serve as co-chair of the 4th India-Bhutan Development Cooperation Talks, aims to examine the ramifications of the most recent Bhutan-China negotiations. 4 days after Bhutan and China's boundary discussions ended in Kunming, China, the top diplomat paid a visit to Thimphu. Hong Liang, Director General of the Department of Boundary and Ocean Affairs of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China, led the Chinese mission. In contrast, the group from Bhutan was led by Letho Thabhantangbi, Secretary of the International Boundaries of Bhutan. Discussions on the Bhutan-China border, including the specifics of the three-step roadmap that has already been signed, are shrouded in secrecy despite references being made to China's enormous Tetra Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. India would be very interested in the specifics because there is always a chance they could impact the border with India, which China wants. India has cause for concern because China appears to be interested in the Jampheri Ridge. This strategically significant topographical feature rises by about 500 meters from the country's generally flat topography and is known as India's Chicken's Neck or the Siliguri Corridor. A Royal Bhutanese Army permanent garrison is currently stationed on the ridge. Between Bangladesh in the south and Bhutan in the north is a land corridor known as the Chicken's Neck, roughly 60 kilometers long. It is a section through which all rail and road routes connecting the Indian mainland with the northeast area pass through, around 22 kilometers wide at its narrowest point. This specific stretch would be a prime target for attacks by the enemy during times of strife. If the Jampheri Ridge were under Chinese control, it would be vulnerable to massive artillery fire targeting bridges, highways, and other moving targets. The northeast would be shut off from the rest of the country if the corridor were effectively blocked. It's interesting to note that in 2017, the spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry, Lu Kang, displayed a map illustrating Beijing's interpretation of the territorial claims that followed the crest of the Jampheri Ridge, revealing the true Chinese intent. The Doklam Plateau, close to the India-Bhutan-China tri-junction and the focal point of a 73-day face-off between India and China in 2017, is located immediately south of the Jampheri Ridge. According to recent satellite imagery, China has built several village communities close to the Doklam region that align southwards towards the Jampheri Ridge. China's threat to the Indian subcontinent is growing.